experiencing massive technical issues, but I'm one of the lucky ones who isn't. I started this series on YouTube, but it truly fits the live streaming platform much better. Going forward, I'll be posting the Twitch VODs in 30-minute chunks or so. As such, you'll hear some chat interaction and maybe a different viewing experience than what you're used to. Hopefully, you'll still enjoy it. The important thing with a game like No Man's Sky is to simply chill. Lights off, headphones on, volume up, set the vibe. You ready? We're gonna get started here. Thank you guys so much for coming. This is awesome. I always get overwhelmed when people show up to my stream because I don't do it often enough at all. Let me know how the volume is as well. I feel like the game might be a bit high, but yeah. Okay, let's initialize and get into this.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization.
Get better, Svogar, man. Thanks for coming out, dude. Take care of yourself, okay?
Life support systems activated. Shield kinetic system online.
3D Starbound incoming. You know, Starbound's a game that I've always been intrigued by and I've never jumped into. There's so many games like that where, like, I really want to play them, and it's just a matter of, like, I gotta spend the time to do it, and I have to learn it before I can play it, kind of thing. Because people don't want to see you, like, fumbling around all the time, you know? Unless the game is, like, brand new, then it's understandable.
Operational.
Thanks for the subscription there, MadPhil316.
User initialization sequence complete.
I'm guessing 316 is either your birthday, March 16th, or a religious thing. Ask some Zayek, how often do you plan to stream No Man's Sky? I want to watch all the streams. Also, the stream timing is perfect. This is a bit early in the day for me because I finished work really early today as I started super early. Normally I stream like very randomly, so. But you don't like my starting planet, RWS? I think we gotta make the best of it. It's survival time. So let's go ahead and start gathering what we can here. This is our Atlas guy. Reality seems to fold in on itself. One moment I can see debris, and another a vast red orb, almost too large and too bright to behold. It knows me inside and out, more than I ever could myself. Could this be the face of creation itself? Or in my hazy, freshly awakened state, am I being manipulated? A name burdens itself into my mind. It's Atlas. And a request, made without words, that I should follow the path this being, this Atlas, has set for me. So I am going to accept his guidance. Vosendik is asking, have you thought about doing more regularly scheduled streams? I mean, I have. The problem is that I work a full-time job and I do YouTube and I have a wife and a dog and friends and that kind of stuff, you know? Okay, this is cool. This is a +4 shield? Is that what that means? Beam impact theta. Phase beam destroys starships and asteroid targets at an increased rate. That's really cool, but we need Omegon, vortex cubes, and carbon. I've never seen a vortex cube, and I've never seen Omegon. So that'll be interesting to try and build. Let's check the rest of this stuff here. Nothing. That's always a good start. Now this Atlas Pass, I've seen a lot of people talking about how to find Atlas Passes, and I'm just gonna see if it happens naturally. I'm not gonna try and like find strategy guides or anything like that. Fascination beads, it's just something we can sell. Let's take a look at it here. It's a golden metal sphere used to temporarily increase the processing power of electronic life forms. Conductivity within an entity's casing is dramatically increased, resulting in faster analysis and research. So, something we can sell. Okay. Yeah, Blitz, I've thought about quitting my job a lot. But there's other things that go into that. You and I have talked about that a few times, actually. So let's get into the ship just so it gives us the objectives, what we need to do to fix it. So we need to fix the launch thruster, and we need to fix the pulse engine, and then we need to refill the launch thruster and the pulse engine. Most important thing right now is crafting these carite sheets. We need iron for that. So we need to go hunt for iron, and then we need iridium and zinc, And then on our multi-tool, we have a couple of things that we need to fix as well. Our scanner needs some carbon, and our analysis visor uses a little bit of iron also. So, yeah. Yeah, Blitz, for sure, dude. I'm around sometimes playing Dota, so we can catch up. Okay, so first thing we should start doing is gathering some carbon and some iron. And then I want to get to like a high point here so that we can actually figure out what we're dealing with topography-wise. I really want to get our scanner up and going. And then, what is this thing called? The visor. There's a few little tricks that I picked up on that can help us to find things a bit easier with that visor. Specifically creatures and things like that. Do you guys think the game volume is a bit high? If so, I can turn it down. I'm just gonna take down this giant iron pole here. Never thought that I would say that sentence out loud, but... Alright, I'll turn it down a bit. I'm cool with it. Alright, let's try that. Now, I am gonna try and take down this drone. Normally, I'm gonna be pretty passive with these dudes, but... I think we can actually use some things that they drop for us. See how they drop this? Neutrino module. Don't know what that is, but we'll check. And it's not like these things are out here to help me. They'll full on attack us if they want to, so. So we got titanium and a grenade intensity sigma. Now, I've never built a grenade, but yeah. We need thamium, zinc, and iridium to do that. Okay, the audio's better. Thanks, guys. That's cool. So let's see what we grabbed here. So this neutrino module, it is another trade commodity. It's worth quite a bit, actually. Valuable computer part, much favored trading item. So 13,000 units. Very cool. Now, we got a bunch of iron from that. And what I should be doing is starting to craft some of these carite sheets. So we can do that. And we'll just transfer these to our ships. I'm going to need 6 in total. Let's keep sending these. We got a ton of iron there, so there's the 6 that we need. Tassadar, we started fresh here, and this is on the PC now, so none of the videos on YouTube carry into this. But yeah, this would be totally fresh. So I'm gonna go ahead and repair this thing right away. Now we need to find iridium and zinc. Let's go to our multi-tool. We need to get the scanner fixed and our analysis visor. So what's really cool about the scanner, it'll show us like specifically some of the things that we need. This energy is like some of the fuel. There's some different elements out there with the blue beaker icon. Keyray, it feels amazing on PC actually. Just the ability to have the smoothness, like not being locked at 30 frames, is pretty significant. I'll show you guys what I have set up if you want. The on-foot field of view I have at 100, and FPS is set to max. Everything else is set as high as it can go. I could probably turn this one up. There we go. Oh, I have to restart. I won't do that. But yeah, I think this field of view feels pretty good to me, to be honest. Okay, so let's start scanning these creatures, shall we? Oh, we got the plant. Oh, that's good. What about this guy? This majestic looking little gopher. A Ronadium paidnaste. Oh, look, a little baby one. Young. Not to be outdone by this, I don't know what that is. A hippo-alligator hybrid. And its wife. Oh, I'm guessing this is the wife. Yep, female. Baby, though. Infant. Look at those markings on the belly. There's like a ton of creatures right around here. That's not common. Montegian Paidnaste. Resource deposit detected. Okay. Voss and Dick, yeah, we'll probably hold off on renaming until we get a few of them. Gonna go ahead and grab this platinum because we can. And there's a Heridium deposit, I believe. I actually thought this was a glitch at first. I was like, I posted on Twitter and then deleted it because I realized I was an idiot. But this is actually not Heridium, this is copper. We don't need copper, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab it because it's probably valuable. I'm gonna grab some of this anyway. But some things get highlighted like this, and I'm not sure what causes that. But I know Heridium will get highlighted like this. Copper seems to. Hey, Julia, thank you for the resub. Very, very much. That's very generous of you. Okay, I think that's probably fine. Let's get a refill here on our mining tool. I'm gonna have to grab some carbon elements as we go. The biggest thing in the early game I find is just finding that Heridium deposit. This is probably one right there, if I were to guess. Yeah, this is going to be... There it is. Heridium. It's these big, giant squares. I've never seen a copper one, though, so that's kind of interesting as to why these ones are highlighted for us. Yeah, Mad Seraph, I actually checked into TB's stream earlier, and he was not having a good time. The one thing... And I tried to message him, but I'm not a subscriber, so I couldn't talk to him, but... oh, damn it. Let's refill this again. Let's get some of this carbon going before we carry on. I was trying to tell him, like, he was running Fraps to show the FPS. Fraps is like a super outdated program now, and I wonder if it was causing conflicts, because the performance that I saw in his stream compared to anybody else was, like, way worse. Come on, drone. Let's do this, pal. Quick, quick, quick. I got it. Bolt caster clip. The ammo clip capacity is further increased through added cylindrical banks. Resultant improvement allows for further extended periods between reloads.
Add block payment.
Add block payment. That's funny. Thank you, Yesik. I appreciate the donation. That's really funny. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but... As always, thanks for the donations and the subs, guys. It's never expected, but always obviously appreciated. Joe Not So Average. Will I be playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided? God, yeah. I'm counting down the days, honestly. Okay, that should be enough to, like, fully recharge our multi-tool here. And now we can start hammering down this Heridium. I love the different environments on the planets. I really like that. Like, sometimes it'll be way too hot and you're literally melting over time. Other times it's like super cold, but I don't think the cold impacts us. Like, this weather here is like minus some... I couldn't catch it there, but it's really cold. And I don't know of a way to bring up that... Like, bring up the weather stuff on my own. I keep letting this thing overheat for some reason. Alright, let's transfer some of the stuff to our ship, why don't we? I'm gonna send the copper, we'll send this neutrino module, we'll send the Heridium. And even though we have enough, actually, let's do this. Let's, we need to find zinc, so I can't do that. But I am going to grab more iridium because it's pretty valuable. Something we usually are going to need. Whoa, what the hell? Walk a little too close to the carbon. Alright. Now we need to find zinc. And you can see the little icon in the bottom right. So here we go. We've got zinc behind us. Oh, Sorthwin. That's actually pretty intense then. If your protection goes down 3% every second. And that's like the survival aspect, right? Which I don't think a lot of people consider, but my very first experience with a survival game was recently with We Happy Few. And oh, so look, the cold does actually impact us. Minus 35 degrees. I mean, I'm used to minus 35. I can handle this. I'm from Saskatchewan. So this is nothing. This is nothing. But we have what we need now if we want to repair our pulse engine. The only thing left to do is collect plutonium for the launch thruster and thamium-9 for our pulse engine. So we can do some scans to try and find some energy. Oh, look, here's a bunch down below. Let's go there. Yeah, Dukas, I heard about the stream situation where those two streamers like tried to meet each other on the planet and it didn't work. And there was a shitload of ensuing drama. Yeah. The Groucho, this is interesting. I read a review of this from The Verge. The reviewer apparently explored a cave system, got lost, tried to escape via an underground lake, found a path leading to the surface, and then, after looking at their watch, realized that they had been stuck in the cave system for 3 hours. It turns out they had traversed an entire ocean underground and had to swim back across the ocean to reach their ship. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, there's certain aspects like that where I think that's so cool how they do that. One thing that blew my mind, like, we're just talking about the size of this world, is that the download size for this was only like 2 or 3 gigs. Like, it was nothing. Like, nothing at all. And that blew my mind that they're able to do stuff like this with so few assets. I guess there's a bunch of just variations. I don't know anything about game design, but... Alright, so we're getting some plutonium now. This is good. We want to transfer a bunch of this stuff over to our ship. There's no need for us to hold it. Hazard protection. This is something that wears down over time for all elements, whether it's like heat, cold, radiation, toxicity. All of that stuff is handled in here. And you can charge this up with zinc, titanium, or these shielding shards that we can find. So, Geknip. So this is a trade commodity. It's worth 20,000 units, which is pretty good. I'm going to just transfer that to our ship. And let's keep trying to find some more plutonium. There's thamium-9, I'll take it. We need that as well. I've got this little, you see that station over there? Let's make our way towards that. And then we'll scan along the way. I should actually be using my visor more. So one of the things I've learned is that, you see how there's that little green dot running? That's a little creature that we've already scanned. But if you see that gray dot over there, there's another one over there. That means that that's another creature, but it's outside of your, like, scanning range. So we can use that to figure out where all the creatures are if we want. Plat Malar is saying, you only have 45 minutes to do something awesome before I go to work. I'm counting on you. Yeah, okay. No pressure. We'll probably get off of this island. Or this island. We'll probably get off of this planet. and find another planet, you know? I had an idea for... I was really thinking a lot about this over the past couple days. But I think this game would be really fun to just, to roleplay if you were, like, good at that kind of thing. I was thinking about trying it, but I don't know if I'm good at that. So I think it probably wouldn't be as entertaining, you know?
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay, temperature levels are coming up to normal Canadian temps. This is good. Nice. Now, this little shield thing can recharge us, and there's like certain flora that will recharge your shields and give you other little benefits. Super Ninja, will the YouTube videos continue, or will it take on from after this stream? The YouTube videos are just going to be stream VODs, basically. I talked about it at the beginning, but I just think it's much better suited to a stream than it is to YouTube. There's too much pressure on YouTube. It's internal pressure, admittedly, but there's too much pressure to, like, ensure that I'm doing something interesting all the time in this game, whereas with streaming, I can chill out a little bit, I can talk to you guys, and it can just be a lot more casual. And honestly, I've been looking for a game that's, like, really zen, and this is really doing that for me. There's no pressure, you know? Yeah, roleplay is only as limited as your imagination. You're totally right. It's just not something that I'm very good at, so. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Here, let's check this out. Waypoint signal. Yeah, Julia, I am totally with you. And I know you were talking about that on YouTube, I think. And I couldn't agree more. Like, I totally agree. The other interesting thing to me about this game is that when I first started, I was like super hyped up, and I was like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And then after I was playing it, I felt myself getting into like this monotonous mining repetitiveness, and I started to feel like I could feel myself not enjoying it as much. But then once I realized, like, we shouldn't just be going around and like mining everything. We should be actively exploring and being like, holy shit, we're on this planet. What is here? Like, why are we not just going to see what's on this planet and just checking things out? And that's really like, that's what I kind of want to do, you know? I would love to get up there. Look at the skies on this planet too. It's wild. Yeah, let's go inside this base station of sorts. Oh, we got a dude in here. That's awesome. Okay, didn't expect that, but cool. Analyze multi-tool tech. New technology discovered. Beam focus sigma. Faster mining beam process on resource-rich materials. Bonus. We want this. We need plutonium for it, though. I'm trying to keep up with all the questions, but I won't be able to answer everything, guys. I am going to try my best, though. Have I ever played Elite Dangerous? I fired it up one time, and I was like, holy shit, this is intimidating. And I couldn't really follow it, but I would like to try it on VR and spend some time with that, for sure. The graphics are maxed out Express. Admittedly, I do think the graphics could be better, considering it's PC and everything. But, yeah. Thank you very much, Philobob UK. Thanks for the donation, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I guess let's talk to this guy. Engineering entity Ommel. Oh, thanks, Madden. I appreciate that. Now, this is a really cool thing that I only picked up on towards the end of my very tiny YouTube series, but the words in the bottom left there, that's like the language that he's speaking. I don't know what language he is speaking, because there are multiple, but as we learn words, those like gibberish words will turn into words that we can then read and understand. And I like that. I think that gives you incentive to try and figure out all those different words and find those knowledge stones, I think they're called. So yeah. Thanks, Vinny, for posting those reminders for new people. I appreciate that. Now, he's saying, as I approach the electronic life form, it instinctively starts to analyze me from head to foot. It chitters animatedly, its head tilted to one side. The more it studies, the more the facility's resource vault consumes what my scanner suggests are silicate elements. I mime that I know little of its kind or how it communicates, and the lights in its mask flash. Now, I imagine, I could be wrong, but I imagine that if we give him this like rare stuff, he probably gives us something better in return. If we give him uncommon, it's slightly less good, and then common is, excuse me, really basic. So yeah. Tassadar, I did figure out how to switch the multi-tool stuff. Not on PC, but once we get there, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna give him platinum. We found a bunch of it, so... Lights flicker with mild disappointment. Well, okay. Nevertheless, it rests on my hand on its visor and thanks me with a transfer of words. There we go. So he taught me a few things. Now, it costs me carbon to interact with him. Does that just give me the opportunity to talk to him again? I think so. Oh, look at this. The electronic lifeform pauses its work, looks up, and focuses its mask lights on my visor. It waits for my request, but seems desperate to get back to its vital research. So, these little things, Korvac's thesis, test subjects, and point of interest, I believe are statuses that we can have as we learn the language, I think. So the better we get at learning the language, the more interaction we can have, right? So, yeah. I can't really do anything with him now, but... Luckless is asking, how are you liking 1984? That book came out when I was 3, by the way. Yeah, pretty much. I think it came out in 1948? Is that what it was? Or I don't know. It's old. But, I like it. I listened to a bunch of it today, and it's really cool. I mean, there's so many overlaps with like where we're at in today's world that it's actually scary. It's really scary. Okay, so what do we need to finish here? We need plutonium. We have a little bit. And we need thamium, of which we have none. So we're looking for energy. And since we're out here, we might as well be moving towards any type of random objectives that we have nearby. 216 that way. Hey, Falstro, thank you very much for the 420 donation, my friend. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I'm gonna grab some of this stuff as we go. Oh. No, we've already discovered these little bad boys. Really need to find energy. But the fact that we've got these kind of random outposts out here, I think is worth looking into, so. Everybody 420 every day. Wow. Wow. Tom is asking, Christ, do you have the HTV? I'm gonna guess that you mean, Chris, do you have the HTC, as in HTC Vive? Yeah. For all of you grammar people out there that know the English language better than me, flora, I believe, is like the plant life. And fauna is like the wildlife. Am I correct in that assumption? Oh, what's this? What is this?